is too small and the world is too big for us to operate in little silos all over the country. So really like-minded groups trying to do the same things came together to create one national organization with a very clear vision of Canadian life sciences leading the world.
What we think the vision of the future is being able to take the most promising innovations out of Canadian academia and in small and medium-sized enterprises, and really to help them grow on not only a Canadian scale, but on a global scale.
I went from being an oil and gas engineer to managing to be a venture capitalist, building a life sciences practice where, I didn't have a life sciences background. I made 25 investments in Canadian companies. One of the things I'm most proud of is that of those companies, 6 products were developed from human health. So as an early stage venture capitalist, those are pretty good odds. People talk about impact investing, and I can't imagine a place that you have better impact than to improve somebody's health. And that's what we do every day. And there are so many, I would say, maybe easier businesses to build, but somehow we're all bonded by the fact that that's our goal.
I'd like to see the people that come through my lab be able to make change in the world. I'm very proud of some of those trainees. They've all ended up in science pretty much, in different aspects of science. Some in industry, a lot in academia, some in teaching or the medical profession. To have those people continue and keep doing good work, I think would be great.
I think I'm most proud of a finding we had about 20 years ago in a super rare childhood cancer called an NTRK fusion. We were the first to describe it as a recurrent genetic alteration in human cancers, and then we found it in breast cancer, others found it in leukemia, and now it's actually thought to be in 1% of all human tumors, maybe 25 different tumor types. This has led the pharmaceutical industry to make a really effective drug against it that helps patients all over the world. That's the most gratifying thing, that you work in the lab, you think no one's listening, and then something you discover actually has application and is beneficial to patients.
I think ultimately what drives me at Xenon, however, has been the goal of the company. This is really to develop novel medicines for people with devastating neurological diseases. And as a physician and scientist, this is very, very important to me. It's about the quality of the drugs we can bring to market and the lives that we can improve. And we'll be a successful company if we do that well. This award is really important for the company. What this deal enables, I think, is the ability to parallel track many different products, which we couldn't have done on our own, to enhance the likelihood of getting these products to the market for children with severe early onset epilepsies and adults with very refractory severe epilepsies. And that, for me, the recognition of that is really, really important, and I know it will be to the team as well.
Here in Vancouver, that had been working with Versant Ventures as part of their in-house discovery team. And Tom actually got involved with them early on to try and figure out an area for them to focus on where there was unmet medical need and where they thought they could really impact patient care.
We ended up landing on kidney disease. In the US, over $100 billion a year is spent on either dialysis or transplant. Despite that fact, there's very few drugs that prevent the progression of kidney disease.
Well, it's great to be recognized in our hometown of Vancouver as an emerging company. It really has been a fast trajectory for us, so to get this recognition in the first year that we're in business is really a testament to the great work that Tom and the Inception team has done.
We live in an era where everything's connected to the internet, where your car knows when brake pads are worn out, where it is, what it's doing. And yet, every day we put in billions of dollars worth of life-saving medical devices, and they provide absolutely no feedback. I think patients will want to know what's going on in their body, physicians will want to know how to monitor their patients away from home. This is just the next obvious step in the evolution of patient care. One of my founders, Michael Rayner, has a phrase that says being early is as good as being wrong. We were really early, so we were wrong a lot. We had to put our own money in, we had to build everything ourselves to start. It took a long time before other people bought into the vision. We should be on the market with our first product, a talking knee, this year.
I was in the very first class that it was being offered at BCIT, the biotech program. and our head instructor was Dr. Paul Barron. I was very impressed with discussions about how we could apply these learnings towards improving healthcare, treatment of people, and building industry here in Canada. And that's what I've tried to do ever since. I've been very tenacious, both scientifically, in the early days, 25 years ago, trying to develop this single-cell approach to high-throughput screening and development of therapeutic antibodies. Nobody had done that before, and it was technically quite challenging at the time. People thought I was wasting my time. Through tenacious efforts and a lot of work, we were able to optimize that system into a very reproducible, high-throughput approach that now, 25 years later, is pretty much dominating the space in therapeutic antibodies.